Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 of business law. I'm a day or two late on this, but and I'll keep this one a little short, but so far so good. No problems in the first week. A couple of you have been in touch with me, and that's what you need to do if you ever have questions or anything. Just get in touch. So let me get in here real quick. Go out of here, and this is my grand man. So I'm just there, got to show off one of those obnoxious grandparents. Got to show off the grandkids. So, okay, let's go in here real quick. Last week, week 1, actually, there was no issue. I mean, in the discussion, everybody did great. Homeworks, no issues there. Um, if you ever do have issues on homework, if my kind of style, if you do really terrible on a homework or something, I'll probably send it back to you and have you resubmit it because my whole thing on doing school here is you need to be learning the material, and so if you're having problems, we figure it out and get you where you know it. Um, so anyway, so yeah, no problems on any of the homeworks or discussions last week. There was great participation. Appreciate all the feedback. Had a lot of comments on the video from last week, and I appreciate that. I know most of you are, mentioned this was the first time you've seen it or whatever. And I know if you have, if you stay in the business program, you're going to have a lot of courses with me. And so as time goes by, you might get tired of the videos and not watch them as often. So, but anyway, just appreciate feedback on that. Okay, so this upcoming week, we got the 4 chapters, the presentations, and I know there's a lot of chapters here, but at the same time, they're not as long, so that might help. Chapters, we cover Constitution, regulation of business, um, then the property system. I mean, they're all interrelated because it's got to do with business law. Chapter 8 there is with the contracts, terminology, and things like that. And then, Chapter 9 is kind of more of a continuation. So all of them interrelate. Um, and the only advice I can give you is to read, study on the presentations. Pay attention to the oh, what you call it, the terms, concepts, things like that. I like presentations because they generally, as a rule, cover most everything. I mean, there's still things in the book you got to look at, but for the most part, they do cover everything. On the homeworks, so let me pull this over here. For this upcoming week, you got the scenarios and you got the, answer the 2 questions, the scenarios. Just make sure in the homeworks you don't say yes or no. I mean, you actually write a paragraph or whatever the case is on, on the scenario, or, a couple of sentences depending on what the type of questions are. And here's last week's homework. Last week's homework, everybody did real good on that. You had these, the 4 questions there, and so like I say, no issues. So I'm not gonna go over that because everybody did well. So and then the upcoming the upcoming discussion here that we're in right now. See, some of you already got in there and started, so that's real good. And like I said, just keep doing what you're doing, and we'll be good to go there. So this week you got the shopping mall scenario. And that's every time I teach this course, there's a lot of uh, different viewpoints on it, having to do with different things, be it religion or the Sunday thing. So just like in the recent news, there was the county clerk woman who refused to issue marriage licenses. So I mean, there's lots of opposing viewpoints, I guess, on some of these topics. So makes for interesting discussion, though. So, all right. So with that, let me see what else we got here. Week 2. Okay, then you got a research project you got to do. And you got the different options here, and using the ProQuest. You can use Google, but what you need to do is when you get into Google, you need to you can't use Wikipedia because the reason being is anybody can put in, you and me could go into any article on Wikipedia and edit it. So that's why Wikipedia is not good. So what you need to do is just find, find something. But like I say, if you use Google, or Google Scholar is a good one too. And the reason we want that, it needs to be real, real research, not Billy Bob's blog. So that's why we kind of say that. So, but anyway, that's doing week 4. And so with that, You know, you got your week quiz every week. Again, if you have any problems or questions, if you come across a question you don't think's right, let me know and we'll check it out. Every once in a while we do find you know, find some issues. We also a few months back, those who've been around a while remember we had a different platform here, online platform, and when we transferred everything over, sometimes there's a little glitches in software transfers and stuff like in file transfers. So you know, it could be possible there's maybe a question or two that's not correct. So let us know if that's the case. And with that, all right. So I guess that's pretty much everything we're going to do. So the only other thing. If you post a reply, post this in the announcements, but also in the discussion forum. So if you post a reply to this in the discussion, you know, it can count for one of your postings. And just so that I know, and I know I do this pretty much every week anymore, um, I put a test question in there. So here you go. This is a test question here. You can just kind of, you know, mention this, and that way I know you actually watched the video. Because I'm able to tell on up on YouTube how many views there's been, so I know, you know, if 20 of you say you watched it, but there's only been 10 views, I know 10 of you didn't really watch it. So, but anyway, just mention this picture. That happens to be me there, and that's back in my younger days. This was in Thailand. So, anyway, and with that, I guess I will leave you alone, and just have a great week. If you have any questions or anything, let me know, and you know, see you next time, everybody. So great week. Get in contact if you need anything. Take care. Bye bye.